Hey, what's shaking, homies? Today I got another big box with another 3D printer in it. This one I'm really excited about because this is the Anycubic Kossel Plus. So I previously took a look at the regular standard Anycubic Kossel, which is a budget 3D printer. I believe it retails for like $179 or something. But it doesn't have a heated bed. It doesn't have any like bells and whistles. You know, it's just a basic like entry-level beginner 3D printer kit. You got to put everything together. Well, this is like an upgraded version. It's got all sorts of upgrades. It's a lot bigger and it comes mostly assembled. So I'm really excited about this one. So I guess let's just cut it open. So this was sent to me courtesy of GearBest. So there'll be links in the description where you can check this out, as well as I'll have the cheapest price possible in the description. They always hook it up with a coupon code and everything. So it retails for $339, but by the time I put out this video, it'll be cheaper in the description. So I guess let's just get into the unboxing. So right away, we got a bunch of foam, which is wonderful. Okay, and then here, so it looks like this is the whole bed assembly. So that's, that's all put together already. It is a heated bed. And the board, everything's already put in there. We got the build tag type stuff. We got a nice 30 amp power supply with AC on off, and very awesome. We got a scraper, our power cord, our instruction manual now, and a ruler. Actually, it's kind of nice metal ruler. Well, Anycubic, they have I think they're the best company as far as manuals. They put together great instruction manuals in really good English, with color, pictures, and they're one of the only companies you can put their whole printer together without having to load up the SD card or anything. The directions in the book are always great. So here is the top assembly. Okay, then here we got the LCD. Cord to hook it up to your computer. Some random screws in the bottom of the box. So I don't know, I'll have to take a look. We'll have to take a look and make sure everything's okay. That's never good to see. Hopefully they're just spare parts. The whole hot end assembly, delta arms, carbon fiber delta arms, they're all, you know, they're all pre-assembled, which is great. Extruder motor. A full spool of filament. So Anycubic is also one of the only companies that they always give you a full spool of filament. Okay, then we got some grease, a pair of cutters, the belts. And here we have the SD card. It's actually a really nice USB card reader, and end stops, and a bunch of screws and stuff. And here, this is really cool. It's a magnetic auto level probe, and this is just really cool. We'll get more into that when I put it together. Okay, then lastly, we just have all of our aluminum extrusions and our linear rails. Okay, so having the linear rails is going to make it smoother and more stable than if it was just, you know, like just on the belts alone. So I think that's everything. Oh yeah, we got some gloves too. So some gloves and another little metal piece. So. Alright, so I got a big box of stuff, but everything so far looks really high quality, and I'm absolutely just loving it's a big instruction manual too. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to put together, but I imagine this probably isn't going to take that long. It is like this whole assembly is put together. I mean, I got to do a little bit of wiring, mount it, got to put the belts on, but the whole, like all the hard part is already done. So I guess let's time lapse me putting it together, and let's start playing with it. Okay guys, so I got it all built. It's all fired up. It's working good as far as I can tell. So it took me about an hour and 20 to put it together. It wasn't hard at all. And yeah, went together without a hitch. And it's getting kind of late here, so I'll see you guys in the morning and we'll start running some prints. But so far, went together without a hitch. Okay, first thing we got printing here, guys, is just a benchy. And I'm running this thing really fast at 80 millimeters a second, so we'll see how it turns out. But I'm kind of trying to test how fast this thing can go. It is just hauling. Okay guys, so I took it off the build platform and this vampire skull turned out great. It's actually a piggy bank. I'll put the Thingiverse user's name on the screen. But yeah, it turned out great. This was printed at 70 millimeters a second, 0.3 millimeter layer height, and it just came out great. So I'm very impressed with this printer. At fast speeds, I'm still getting really, really good prints. Okay guys, so I've had this printer for a couple days now, and I must say, this thing prints amazing. For a Delta printer, and for how fast I was running this thing, I was running this thing at 80 millimeters a second. The slowest I went was 70 millimeters a second. This first benchy I did, it's a little rough. I did this at 80 millimeters a second, and I just used all the stock Delta configurations for Cura. And then I started tweaking with the settings a little. When I did this skull, I am just blown away by the detail I was able to get while printing this super fast and at only 10% infill. So then I decided to print a vase. I think it's always a good test to print a vase because, one, you can see how fast you can run the printer. And I got this thing up to like 120 millimeters a second, and it was printing it fine. I started it at 70, and I just kept turning the speed up as it was printing. But yeah, I printed this on vase mode, only one shell, so it's hollow. But like look at this. It holds water, like it's totally airtight too. Most 3D printers, when you print something like this, it'll leak. It's totally airtight. And I've done very, very minor tweaks and adjustments. Now, the one thing I think that this printer puts itself way above a lot of printers in this price range, I think this is listed at only $235 on GearBest. I'll see if they can give me a coupon code and knock it down another 20 bucks, 10 bucks they're off or something. But if not, at $235, this is by far the best printer. Yeah, you know, like there is some printers in the $250 price range, but I mean, this one comes mostly assembled. It's got this awesome auto bed level. Like, check this out. So all I do is I plug this in right here. And once you do this once, like I haven't had to do it again. So this will actually only be the second time I've done this. So it's on a magnet, so you just kind of like stick it right there. Okay, then on here, I'm just going to go to the bed level. So I go to auto bed level. And then prepare level, begin. And check this out. This is super cool. So it's going to go down, and it actually does this to like 39 spots on the bed or something, so it takes a little bit. But check it out, like it just probes everywhere. And then you click store, and then it stores all that. And then you don't have to adjust really anything. It's like it's good to go. So because not only how good this printer works, but the ease of use, like I could definitely recommend this as your first printer, or if you're a beginner. As a beginner, a lot of people go with like something like a ANET A8. It's like $70 or something. I would honestly spend the extra, whatever, 50, 60 bucks. Get something like this. It's much better. It's much more solid. It's definitely a lot safer too. There's no, all the wires and everything are enclosed. It's got a nice on-off switch. Anycubic has amazing customer support. I've dealt with them previously on my i3 Mega. The bed came messed up, and I emailed them, and they sent a new one that day. It took like 2 weeks to get here, but they had a new one shipped out that day. No questions asked. It was just like, it wasn't because I was just a YouTube reviewer. They thought I was, that I thought I was just a normal customer. And yeah, they shipped one out right away. So that is awesome. But this thing is also really quiet. Like this is the loudest it ever gets is right now. I like the fans don't turn on unless you start a print. The fans in the control box never. I don't think I've ever heard them turn on. It's only supposed to turn on when it's like under a load and it really needs to kick on or it's getting hot. But mine's never turned on. This can get to ABS temperatures. I actually printed a Marvin with ABS and it printed fine. I didn't record it though, but yeah, you can print ABS on here no problem. I've seen a lot of other reviewers print ABS, and all my other Anycubic machines that had a heated bed could all handle ABS no problem. And this uses the same hot end and everything. PETG might be a little rough because you have such a long Bowden tube. If you shorten the Bowden tube or looped it up, you'd probably be able to, but I haven't tested that, so I can't say that. But I honestly think with these giant carbon fiber rods, the auto level sensor, you can't go wrong with this thing. This printer's actually freaking awesome. So I'm a big fan of this. I think Anycubic did a great job with this. So I'm going to put all the links and everything in the description if you want to pick up one of these. I'll also put some links of some other printers I recommend, but yeah, I'm just blown away by this one. So check out the links in the description, and I'll see you later.